Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game Theory Analysis, the sports show that brings you the best and latest in the news in the world of football. I'm your host Abdul Raza, and tonight we've got an amazing show for you, and we have an amazing guest with us, Talha. Talha will be with us to provide us on insights about the football news that we will be covering today. First up, we'll be discussing the top stories from the week that was, from the latest transfer rumors and to the biggest upsets on the pitch. We'll be breaking down everything you need to know about the beautiful game. Then we'll be taking a deep dive into the numbers with our top stories segment. Our team of analysts have been working hard and at work crunching the numbers to give you the inside scoop on the strategies and tactics. The top stories will be shared with you on the screen. So these were the top stories that we will be covering. But that's not all. We've also got some fun and exciting segments planned for you. In our prognosticators corner, we will be giving our bold predictions for the future of football, and we will be asking for your opinions. And finally, we will be capping off the show with our players spotlight segment and stat blast segment, where we will be taking a closer look at some of the game's most exciting and promising players. So sit back, relax, and get ready to Game Theory Analysis, the show that takes you inside the world of football like never before. So, Toha, as you saw the top stories that were mentioned, we will be discussing first up about the Euro 2024 qualifiers which have been played till now.
Yes,
Have you
yes.
seen any of them, and would you like to share some views on the matches that have happened?
Yes, yes. As you know, the Euro 2024 qualifiers are underway, and some top European heavyweights team have started their campaigns brilliantly. Like yesterday, I was watching that match against of France against Netherlands, and I was expecting quite a good matchup. But the way France brushed aside Netherlands, and I think it was the first match of Ronald Koeman in charge of the Dutch team. But Mbappe, in his first game as the captain of the French team, he absolutely tore them apart in the Paris by 4-0. And I think Griezmann also stepped up. He scored the opening goal, I think, in the second minute. After 17 games, Griezmann has scored this goal after, Didier Deschamps decided to revamp the team. And, Griezmann is thriving in his new role. So it was good to see Griezmann on the sheet, and then the captain Kylian Mbappe, he stepped up with two goals as well. So that was quite a drubbing of the Dutch national team. I was not sure that this drubbing would be given to them by this French team, but this French team, they are quite superstar 11. So
Did you see the yesterday's game between Sweden and Belgium?
no, I wasn't able to watch that game, but I kept following that game today. I've heard that Zlatan Ibrahimovic also played. He became the oldest player to
Yeah.
represent Sweden in all Europe, the oldest player to be a part of the Euro qualifier. But Belgium have won by 1 goal to nil. So no, no, sorry, not 1 goal to nil. I think it was 3-0.
Three.
Romelu Lukaku scored the hat trick. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So did you follow that game? So how was Kevin De Bruyne's performance as this first game in his captain stint?
I think he went very well actually. He was a bold decision maker on the field, and if you talk about Lukaku, he was absolutely on fire yesterday. He just
Ah,
was scoring at such a fast rate, and he was just so lethal yesterday in the yesterday's game. Moving on, let's talk about Tuchel's appointment in Arsenal. In the League One. What do you think about that?
to be honest, I was quite shocked to see the appointment of Thomas Tuchel and the fire of the Nagelsmann, because I think he was doing quite a good job, because in this season of Champions League they defeated the likes of Inter Milan, Barcelona, and then brushed aside PSG as well. So I don't know what happened, but since March, as the statements have come out from their sports director Oliver Kahn, that they didn't see the progress of the team well, because in the last 10 Bundesliga games, Bayern Munich were able to only win 5 of them. Like even the last weekend's match day of 26, I think Bayer Leverkusen defeated them by 2 goals to 1. So I think that was the final nail in the coffin. And I've also heard there was some, disagreements with the players as well. They were not happy with the style of play, because I think the Bayern Munich, one of the most feared team in the Europe, everybody expected them to play better, but this was a quick decision taken by the Bayern Munich board, and they were quick to react upon and take Thomas Tuchel, because Thomas Tuchel was also rumored to become the next coach of Real Madrid in case of Carlo Ancelotti if he left for Brazil. So I think it's a really good appointment, and Bayern Munich are going to be really favorites for the Champions League this year.
Okay. Uh, Many people think that the appointment is uh, a good move by the team. This is less of a question of where the Nagelsmann failed than where the Tuchel succeeded. He's a terrific manager, and I think he will prove his greatness. After all, he was replaced by the Thomas Tuchel. That's my point of view, actually. Uh,
Okay.
Maybe it was a great move by the team, but I think Tuchel is better than the previous one. So, moving on, we're gonna talk about the Barca's indictment, which has recently occurred in the payment to the former referee.
Yes,
What
yes.
is the exact circumstances which occurred, and how Barca got indicted in this case?
Because that case is still with the prosecution in the Spanish court, so UEFA can't start the proceedings yet. They have opened an investigation, like they have appointed their two individual inspectors to look into the case and keep following up with the case. But if there is already a case with the Spanish prosecution, UEFA can't open their own investigation. So maybe they'll just try to. They've appointed the two investigator officers, that they'll try to see how the procedure goes, because there was also a news 2 days back that the Spanish Treasury haven't found anything related to the payment of the referees, like in any immoral act. So this case is still getting the football world by shock, and still I think still there are a lot of information still to become. So let's hope what the Spanish prosecution found, and if they are found guilty, that's the big question. Will they be excluded from the European competitions, or will there be any point deduction? So still a lot to look forward to.
Okay, that's an interesting point of view, actually. So let's move on. Argentina's friendly versus Panama. Everybody saw that because the
Yes,
main highlight was Lionel Messi and the
yes,
tribute
yes,
everybody gave to him, especially Lionel Scaloni, who even scanned
yes,
for
yes.
him while the crowd was chanting Messi about Messi. So, how do you see this tribute and the game between Argentina and Panama?
It was really beautiful to watch. Yani, it was so beautiful to watch. Yani, a player of his caliber and the way he has suffered with the national team over the
Yeah,
course of his career, like the way he was bullied after 2014, 15, three consecutive finals, and they said that he doesn't feel this shirt. He doesn't play as well for Argentina as well as he does for Barcelona. So after going all through that, I think Messi deserved it, and the happiness you saw on his face, I think it was really beautiful to watch. All 80,000 people in the Monumental, the capital of the Argentina, and all his players bowing down to the Messi and chanting his name. It was lovely to watch, absolutely. And the icing on the cake was his performance in yesterday's game. I was up all night and I was watching the game, and he was all over the pitch. Like literally, he could have had a hat trick, but he struck the post 2 times with his free kick, and finally, in the 89th minute of the match, he curled one beautifully in the top right corner and to score his 800th goal, I guess. And also, he became the fastest in the history to score 800 goals. So that was Lionel Messi, and it was beautiful tribute. All players celebrating with their home fans, and I think it was just wonderful.
yeah. The man is absolute pure money to watch, and I think on his day he can be. as lethal as they come. Uh,
Exactly.
Lionel Scaloni, the manager of the Argentinian team, he
Yes.
was present the day Messi made his debut. He was present in his entire career with the national team on the main occasions, and finally he was present with him the day they lifted the ultimate victory. What do you think about Scaloni's role in Messi's such success?
I think Scaloni, the thing that most amazes me that Scaloni was a person with zero prior coaching experience. You know, he was a video analyst, like he used to make the strategies for the George Sampoli when they went to the FIFA World Cup 2018. So Escaloni was a person who had no prior coaching experience, and that too of a big South American team. So I think Escaloni
Looks like we lost Talha. Let's check. So
Can you?
actually, we lost you a bit there due to internet issue. Can you repeat
I was saying, where did you lost me?
at the Scloni's the first part where you mentioned he was at the analyst, a video analyst.
Hello, Raza.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear
We
me?
again lost you. Actually, we again lost you. Looks like your internet is giving you quite a hard time. Uh, can you join again in the live stream? I think your internet is giving you quite a hard time.
Uh, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can. I can.
So, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
So, he became the coach on interim basis, like with no prior coaching experience.
Yep.
So, when he went to the Copa America 2019, so I think that was the start of the some new revolution. The new Argentinian side that started to play more attractive and beautiful brand of football. And when they lost to Brazil after playing so well in the semi-finals, I think that's where the real, even the Lionel Messi statement came that this group of players, they are going to do something big in the future, and I have really high hopes from this team. So Escaloni transferred the faith of Messi into this young team, and they made a strategy like such strategies where Messi thrives in the structure where Argentina possesses the ball more and play with it as well, attacking football as well. So I think Escaloni's flexibility, even you saw in the World Cup, he changed his lineup in almost every game. So I think he's a very good manager, and he's also extended his contract up to 2026. So I think Escaloni is a great future for Argentinian side, and he's also convincing Messi to stay for another Copa America. So let's see what he has in store.
Yep. So, moving on. Steve Clarke signed an extension in Scotland deal
Yes, yes.
until 2026 until after 2026 World Cup. So, how do you see this extension?
Of Joe Clark, the Scottish national manager.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, yes. So he has signed a new contract because Scotland, to be honest, have been playing some really good football. They were unlucky to miss out on the 2022 World Cup in the one-off playoff game, and since his appointment in 2019, they have qualified for the Euros, and then they also qualified for the UEFA Nations League top group as well. So there is certain amount of growth in Scottish national team, and the way Joe Clarke has been turning around this team, and now his next objective is absolutely surely the Euros 2024 qualifiers and the FIFA World Cup 2026. So we have to see how the Scottish how he manages his Scottish team, and he takes them to the new heights as well. So looking forward to the Euro 2024 qualifiers, and let's see how they perform.
Okay. Uh, I want to ask you an interesting question there. That question was stuck in my mind for a very long time.
Okay.
Manchester United takeover. Let's talk about that.
Manchester.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
What's the matter? What's going on in that club? I really do that the club is a big mess right now.
Yes.
I think. So, what is your opinion, sir?
I think that the Qatari. I think his name is Muhammad Jasim. He has made the bid. I think in the last 24 hours to the Glazers, like the total sum of amount they wanted.
Sorry,
So
sorry to interrupt you right there. I want to add some more news to this. The talk we will be having about Manchester United, so that the viewers will have some idea of the topic. Uh, the main contenders to take over Manchester United are Sheikh Jassim bin Al Thani and Sir James Ratcliffe. And but
yes,
both
yes.
parties submitted an offer, but they did not meet the asking price set by the bidders. Despite this, they were put through to the second round of bidding, where neither submitted any offer. This led to the deadline, which was set for Wednesday night. Uh, the date was extended at their request. So, another associate of Qatari bank, Sheikh Jassim, and British billionaire Ratcliffe were briefed that they had tabled new bids ahead of the deadline. So, this is what has happened in the last few days. You could add something to that and maybe fire in your opinion.
Uh, so there is another English club being taken over by the Arab country. So I don't know how they would cope with that, because already Manchester City faces a loss of criticism due to their ties with the Arab world, and recently we saw the takeover of the Newcastle United as well. He was taken by one of the dignitaries of the Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia. So this news of the takeover of the Manchester United, I think it's maybe good for the club, because the way the Glazers have been running the club, Manchester United, they were not competing well in the European competition. They were a mess, and the way they handled their situations and the things at the club. So a lot of things were going bad. Even the fans, but they were not. They were protesting against the Glazers outside the Old Trafford. So maybe this move comes as a blessing in disguise for the Manchester United fans, and they hope that the club regain their glory in the Premier League and in the European competition, because everybody wants to see Manchester United do well. So let's hope this move goes well and it's better for the footballing world.
Okay. Uh, an interesting information to share with you on the New York Stock Exchange. Manchester United are valued at approximately 3.2 billion pounds, while their total revenue from the last season came to a 609 million. So that is extremely high.
Yes, exactly. I feel they are one of the top three biggest clubs of the world, including Real Madrid and Barcelona. Manchester United is in the top three clubs that generates the most revenue. So there you go. They are one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah. So uh, let's move on, and we will be asking you about some about a single player. We'll be showing you a single player, and the segment is called Player Spotlight. We will be taking a closer look at him and his stats and his recent form. So,
Okay.
uh, so we have Kevin De Bruyne,
Okay.
and his stats will be shown in a bit. Uh, Kevin De Bruyne has been an exceptional player in his entire career. And
Ex-
would you like to add something or share insights about how the player evolved from the start on, and where he was most successful and what was his low points and something like that?
I lost you in the last statement. What did you say? Can you repeat?
Well, I was saying that can you add something like how the player has evolved from his debut and the his honors and his record and something like that. I mean, Kevin De
Yes,
Bruyne's
yes.
playing style and his honors.
Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, you know he's one of the greatest midfielder of our generation. He has been playing at the top level for the past 7 to 8 years.
We've again lost. We again lost you.
Okay, okay, no problem. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Uh, so I was saying that Kevin De Bruyne is one of the greatest midfielders of our generation. Like
Yeah.
he has been performing at the top level for the past 7 to 8 years.
Looks like we have difficulty getting Talha live. So we will be discussing news which have recently come. As soon as Talha joins us, we will be continuing the talk. Our latest news has erupted, and we'll be talking about that. I will be joining you right there. So, Dortmund and England star Jude Bellingham is dealing with worrisome chronic injury. The midfielder has to undergo regular treatment for chronic knee problem he has suffered with for almost 2 months. The Bundesliga team are concerned about the 19-year-old's fitness, according to a report. So that's the breaking news that has come, and Talha has joined again. So
Sorry for the interruption.
no problem. Actually, in that interruption, I gave a breaking news too. So
Which
you
one?
Jude Bellingham has been suffering from a chronic knee injury and he will be going under surgery.
Oh,
So
so his
that
season
was
is
the
over?
news that I was covering. I don't think so, the complete season, but most of it will be gone.
I
Because the
think if
doctors
he's
had
going,
suggested that time off due to what is believed to be a chronic bronchitis. He has refused that, and I don't think he has attended any medical care to his knee injury, and I think he will be playing, but I don't think he should. So let's continue with our talk about Kevin.
okay, okay, yeah. So he was part of that Belgium's golden generation as well. Like he
Yeah,
formed that lethal partnership up front with Romelu Lukaku, Eden Hazard, Company, Kevin De Bruyne, Carrasco. This was a golden generation, and even I was rooting for the Belgium in the 2018 World Cup, which they weren't able to win, unluckily. But I thought they were a really great team in that tournament. So he has been just unlucky with the national team, with a lot of people criticizing him that he doesn't put in that much effort for the Belgium national team. But I think he has been playing well for the Belgium team as well for the Manchester City. So he was just part of that generation that would go down in the history, that just weren't been able to cross that line to bring any silverware home. So let's hope for the Euro 2024 that how Belgium copes up with now Eden Hazard's retirement. So there is a gap on the left wing, I feel, because you can't just fill in the shoes of Eden Hazard so quickly. So with now Kevin De Bruyne marching his team, so let's see how he cope up this team, because there was a lot of disharmony among the team even during the World Cup with the statements against Thibaut Courtois coming during the press conferences as well. So let's see how the new manager of this Belgian national team makes this group of players perform for the one objective.
Yeah. Let's not get ahead of us because I think we will be disagreeing to what you said. Just said that Belgium would win because I think we do have different fan.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Belgium would win, but I do hope that they win, because I feel that this generation of Belgium team, they like it's just like Argentinian team of 2014. Like when they lost the final, everybody said that they deserve to win at least one silverware after losing three back-to-back finals as well. So I know France is our big favorite for the Euro 2024. Their team is one of the best in Europe. They could compete with any club level football team. Like it's a team of superstars. So France for surely are the favorites for the Euro 2024. I know it's too early to talk about Euros 2024, but the team the France has and the way they perform against Netherlands, you saw yesterday. So I think every team should be fearing them. It's a team of full of high caliber football players led by Kylian Mbappe at the front. So let's see what happens in those European qualifiers and for the Euros.
Okay. Let's move on. And moving on to our next segment, which is the stats attack. In stats attack, we will be discussing some of the latest records that were made, and the records will be shown on the screen. Yeah. Messi netted his 800th career goal as Argentina won against Panama in their first friendly match of 2022. So, one of the stats is that. What do you think about that?
I think we have already discussed about that Messi became the fastest player of the world when he scored that 800 goal, overtaking Ronaldo. In he did it, I think, in 139 lesser games than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So he moves on to 99th career goals for Argentina. He's still one away, and they have a friendly coming up against Caracas, I think, after 2 days. So he also has a chance to make more history there, to become the first South American player to score 100 international goals, and to become the third international player after Ronaldo Ali Day of Iran to become the player with 100 international goals. So there's another stat of Messi coming forward
Yeah.
to look on to.
So another stat blast will be the one. Kane became the England's top scorer by scoring against Italy in Euro 2024 qualifier, while Ronaldo broke the men's football record for the most international caps in the recent matches. So
Yes,
these
yes.
are the stat attacks that we were gonna give you and our viewers. So our last segment for today's show is prognosticators corner. So in which we will be asking you about any particular game that you will be watching in future, and you will have to predict it, uh, the results of that match. So, what is your favorite match which is coming up in the future, and how do you predict who will be winning?
I think the most exciting matchups are two for me coming up. You can say PSG versus Manchester City versus Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League quarterfinal is one of the biggest matchups to look forward to. Both teams playing top quality football, although they are both currently second place in their leagues respectively. But I still hope it will be a really good match. So Really looking forward to that, and I do hope that Pep Guardiola overcomes his jinx of winning the Champions League other than Barcelona, and he do it with Manchester City this season. So I'm hoping for Manchester City to win that game. I don't know by 2 goals to 1 or 2-0. Let's see how Thomas Tuchel performs with this group in such a short span of time because his new appointment, there will be new things, new strategies as well, new formations to look forward to. So I think it's going to be a really good matchup. And one of the another big game coming up in the first week of April is the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Barcelona have are 1-0 up in the aggregate score, but it is the injury concerns that are there for Barcelona. Pedri is out for the game, Dembele won't be able to make it, and now De Jong is injured as well, with Christensen also going out for a month. So Barcelona's back line and front line have suffered. So Real Madrid will be wanting to take the revenge after losing three El Clasicos in a row this year, like losing the Spanish Super Cup and then losing in the Copa del Rey, then losing in the La Liga as well. So they will be hoping for a comeback. So Barcelona have got work to do, and it's going to be a really exciting matchup.
Okay. So that's it for today, Talha. Thank you for joining us and giving your insights on every news that we were covering today.
Thank you
This
so much.
is show, and we will be having Talha in future too because he was leaving today. Let's hope that we will be continuing the show in the same manner, and we will have you again in the future. Thank you for
Yes,
joining us.
yes, sure, sure. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for having me, and I hope it will be a more peaceful environment next time when I join in.
yeah, yeah, exactly. No problem with that. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Raza. Thank you. See ya.
Okay, bye.